Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and I really hope everybody's really doing well. So today's stream is all about scalping and chill. So we're just most likely going to look for alts that are looking really good from the scalping perspective, and basically it's also going to help you guys know exactly how I take trades and what we should be aiming for, looking for taking some scalps. So RX is definitely in a strong uptrend, went to 63, but what I'm seeing here is a very interesting three drive pattern. So we need to be slightly careful. I mean, over here with the AVX and looking to this structure as well, we have a nice big red candles over here with an engulfing candle. So just have to be slightly cautious if you're looking for longs. So practically, I'm just going to switch on to the USD DOM. So USD DOM has been rejecting again this 4.25%, which is a good sign in my view. And what I personally feel that, I mean, if it closes this way on the 1 hour in next 22 minutes, I think we can probably try BTC scalp actually, because, that's like we are talking about, that just try and understand from the market perspective that, hey, look, this is your wave A or something. This is irregular expanded flat, maybe, and this is like a 5 waves on the downside. So that's like a 5 waves A, B, C. And if that is the case, and if you're closing this way, and what if this is going to be like a bullish wolf waves sort of something? So I think in that scenario, it's a very risky one, I know, but this can be, some sort of a irregular expanded flat. So I'm just thinking there are two ways of taking this scalp over here. So let me just try and where are my, hold on, the price action algo, settings, fibs, and yeah, the levels are here. The price action algo is whenever you get an error, you simply just change the pivot period and it's going to recompute and give you the levels. Perfect. That's how. So I think there is a likelihood that Monday low might be in actually, or we might see one more push down to take a liquidity under maybe 66,461. I think what I would be doing is, or where exactly we should be playing it. So the move can be that, this can be A, this can be B, and this is a bullish wolf waves, 5 wave on the downside with a wave C. So practically this is the connector, and a very similar sort of a move. If let's say the bottom is in, or maybe let's say one more push down, then we will break out, and we're going to break out, and we might be looking for something like this to my target of 70,000, 71,700 or so. That's how I would want to see. So how are we going to play this? It's very simple. So either we're going to long once we are flipping the Monday mid. That's where the Monday mid is. So that's how we really want to long. And I think the Monday lows are very likely in. We just need to wait and watch this 1 hour candle, which is likely going to close in 19 minutes. And hey Ali, how are you? All good. So that's what this scalp. I just need to wait for the 19 minutes. And this bull run is all about whether we really want to make a ton of money, or it's all about whether you just want to play these scalps and you want to make money. In my view, what I'm watching here is there is a possibility that a very interesting you know, the way I see this and how you can probably make money out of it. So let's say BTC have literally made all-time highs, and if you are not in anything, and let's say this is going to be like a reversal, I would say once when you're saying the total 2 is going to retest those levels of 1.04 trillion, I would say that we should be, at least you should be buying all specifically, and those are looking great. And in my view, especially the ones that are trending, for example, RNDR, FET, and Ocean, Solana, BNB, those are also in uptrend, strong uptrend, I would say, not only uptrend but the strong one. AVEX, Atom is yet to start a strong uptrend, but in my view, it can. Phantom, FET, FTM is also started a big strong uptrend. So practically, you know, I personally believe that what you need to understand is the next money you want to make, it is not going to be with Bitcoin. It has to be with alts actually. And if it just probably, you know, if you really want to go with Bitcoin, then probably you will have to go with high leverage. The spots won't be able to make that money for you. So hence that the next strategy for you guys should be, you need to be focusing more on alts rather than, you know, BTC, because of course not many people are going to have here capital, you know, even more than maybe 50k, maybe even 100k. But for those who have capital more than 100k, then for them, I would suggest that you should be, you know, you should be looking or aiming for, you know, Bitcoin, because in case if Bitcoin literally rallies, I think the next ideal target for Bitcoin would be around 103 to 105k, which would, in my view, would be amazing for you guys to make a ton of money from Bitcoin. And once you get that money from Bitcoin, then probably you need to start converting your BTC into alts. So you should be focusing on alts BTC pair if you really want to make that tons of money, you know. So this is, and for those guys who are having very less capital, for example, $1,000, 5,000, or maybe even let's say 10,000 bucks, I would suggest you guys to be looking for alts, and you need to be very quick. I mean, if alts are pumping 40-50% or 60%, we just have to sell those and move on to something. So you just have to quickly rotate your funds and don't go more than 2x leverage. You really want to be in this market, so just play with 2x leverage. Don't be greedy. Every alt, there are a hell lot of alts, and every alts are poised to, many alts, I would say majority of the alts are poised to test as previous all-time highs. So you have ample of opportunity in the market. You just need that 1x coin. So your 1k will be your 2k, and once that happens, so you really don't need that exact 1x coin. You just have the 2x leverage with the, you know, particular levels. For example, Atom 11.5 is the levels where I would personally be looking for to buy some spot bags and forget about it, because I personally believe at this point as well that Atom can literally give us that run the way AVEX and Solana is doing at this moment. And FTM pumped 70-80%. Atom is lagging a lot, near pumped. So out of phone you see FTM pumped, Atom pump. So if you just simply have this chart over here, I'm just going to add a new one, just hold on. So let's try and check it out. Maybe it might happen, might not. Perfect. So I'm just going to open an unnamed layout, which is the common one that I use it for, you know, R&D purpose. So meanwhile it just opens. Look at, you know, just look at the RX chart over here. So there is a 3 drive. Now you don't really need to watch the volume, but you can see one thing is for sure, the first peak that we had with the low volume, the second peak that we had with the sell off, very low volume, negative. The third peak that we have here, again, that was a very low volume compared to the previous one. So practically the peaks are happening with the low volume, practically. That's what I am watching at this moment. Now the USD dominance 4.5%. 4.5% only when this 4.25% line is flipped. Then if that is the case, and if we are flipping it, then definitely I would not want you to believe, but it will go more than 4.5%, my friend Mark. So it can, easily, because if you look at from the daily perspective, if you're flipping that 4.25%, I would simply be aiming for 4.95 to 5.24%. That's where we should be aiming for. That would be slightly too far, but yes, I would be aiming for 4.7 to 4.9 minimum. And we will see, but this is going to be the big levels in my view. So let me see, the chart is still loading. I don't know why or when this loading is going to finish, but let's have our chart here, Atom USDT, over here on the Binance. I'm really not using any perhaps chart. I'm simply using the spot chart, and I'm going to have it a line chart over here so that we can compare. Okay, so I'm going to have it FTM USDT, okay, over here, and then we're going to add near USDT, because we are not talking about phone actually. Okay, and then you have one USDT. One is a little bit dead coin, but yeah, let's have it. So now we have 4 charts over here. What we can see over here for these, all the 4 charts, let's look at here, look at yourself. So simply I'm just going to hide all the SVPs and PVPs and rest all the indicator, so that we are able to watch the data. So look at here, the way I would say the way FTM and NEAR have performed, and FTM is still performing very nicely. One is still doing great, and this Atom is the only one that is lagging. So if Atom needs to go to the levels where these also went, it needs to literally pull the 150% move on and upside. Now that is a very strong upside move, probably an Atom can give us. And if we look at here, Atom is lagging a lot. So 11.5 is the good levels in my view. But looking to the overall downtrend, I would suggest that spot is king. It can even go to 10.5, maybe even more. But overall, I see that, the trend is Atom is lagging a lot. Even the shitcoin one pumped, unexpectedly pumped actually. So I think Atom is the one that is lagging a lot. And the next pump should be, in my view, Atom, and it will be surprise, and it is going to surprise a lot and many over here, because everybody is getting out of Atom. There is no engulfing candle on the weekly time frame, and the daily chart also looks great. Honestly, it's just that 11.5 is our support, but then looking to the structure that we are having it over here, we have lost that support of 12.5 to 12.6. Practically the next level of support that we are aiming for on Atom on the daily time frame, particularly I would be looking to the range support. Now the range support, you're going to get it from here till the current price. Okay, that's where the range support would be. So if you look at here, I think look at here, you will see that we have a POC around 11.3. So practically even last time we bounced close to those levels. So 11.3 to 11.5 is our big support. I mean, losing these levels can trigger a downfall and probably taking back to 8.6 at that point of time, and this whole pump can be like in a regular expanded flat. So we will see at that point of time, but I think 11.3 is a good levels for Atom, and if we are holding 11.3 to 11.5, Atom can give us that 100% to 150% move on an upside. So BTC is going good, and USD TOM is rejecting. 7 minutes to go, and it's forming a very interesting reversal over here. Let's see how it plays. If this closes this way, I think we should be longing BTC. And how are we going to do that? We're going to wait for it to break out and probably flip 67,890 with our stops under the Monday lows, and we should be aiming towards the target for 71,000 to 72,000 bucks. That's gonna be a very impressive scalp for Bitcoin, and probably also are going to run as well. So this can be a very interesting ABC irregular expanded flat for Bitcoin, and once it starts flipping the 69k, we're just going to ride it by stops and profits. I can even probably go for an aggressive long here. It would be slightly aggressive, but I would just long it once I see this 1 hour candle closure like this. And also the problem over here is everything is green over here, and even the last confluence that we have is red, which means that RSI is bullish on the 1 hour time frame. So everything is green, and hence I just need to be very cautious when I'm asking to long. This is going to be very aggressive and very risky one. The safest one would be a flip, a concrete flip of these levels of 67.9, and yes, we can long it actually. That would be nice, So let's see how this 1 hour candle is gonna close. Talking about total 3 over here. Total 3 itself went to an equilibrium. I think we can probably see one more push on the downside, taking a dive, a nosedive, and then probably running back up. Just look at from a bigger picture perspective. If you're looking on from a weekly perspective, so total 3 is very bullish in my view, and it's lagging a lot, very much lagging a lot. So I think it's just like most likely going to give you a retest of 677 to 685 billion, and maybe just a retest or pullback towards 658. But overall, I think if BTC gives you a slight push towards 72k, slowing gradually, this is how I see also are going to run up. And this is how I see we are going to 854 to 858 billion, further pullback along with Bitcoin, and then further run it back up towards this here for $1 trillion. So I think this is the perfect opportunity in my view to buy at least something. I mean, it is a risky, but buy spots actually. I personally want to buy Atom, perfect levels at 11.6. The daily and everything looks not so great, but the levels is suggesting that we should be buying. Maybe we need to wait a little bit for one more sweep, then it can give you a bullish wolf waves, basically something like this. You see, if you're talking about the bullish wolf waves, then Atom needs to give that bullish wolf waves over here. Practically sweeping the lows would be nice. So going back towards 11.2 to the range POC, as I mentioned, Binance, and we break out here and we can do like this. So what might happen over here would be a very interesting, very interesting, I would say, this is like a range accumulation, a chop accumulation happen. A very interesting manipulation is happening over here. And if that is the case, then we are likely going to see a bigger and a long expansion taking up towards more than, because once it breaks out, it's not coming back. Basically, it's just simply going to run back turbo to, it's simply going to then probably run back turbo on Atom. So that's what, Atom, that's why I feel Atom should be, a buy in my view, honestly speaking. Let's see how things plays out. Atom really needs some serious pump, actually. Really. The levels are such and the intensity is such over here on Atom. If this level fails and 11.2 fail to hold, Atom is literally going towards 10, maybe even 9.5, and it's going to accelerate very quickly, very quickly. It's going to accelerate, basically. So that's why I'm saying that, we only going to go with these spots in case even if we stay underwater, it's still safe. So 1 minute 55 seconds to go, and what I'm seeing right now is a very interesting rejection on the USDT DOM. And maybe what if this move is a very interesting 3 drive again? So it's a diagonal sort of a thing. Maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah. So the pump was maybe wave A or something, maybe wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the diagonal is not going to happen from here, but the diagonal is going to happen from here. So this is like an ABC, actually, a very interesting ABC. So I think the long makes sense on Bitcoin, actually. If you really ask me, this is where you should be scalping to long Bitcoin. And now I'm going to play safe, flip the Monday mid, and we are going to ride till Monday highs with a very tight stop loss. Then our stop loss would be literally under the hood, basically 61,124, for like giving us a big risk reward. And this is how I would like to play Bitcoin. Let's see if it flips, and we are going to go. Comp is let's check comp. Comp, my level for comp was $75 to $70 for the comp. Problem is that we rejected from this green zone, which is slightly tricky, and yes, I expect the comp to probably retest the range highs of 71.6, but this is the good levels to buy the spots, but I would just patiently wait for it. Just imagine if USD dominance pumps up from here, alts are going to they're just going to get wrecked. We might be seeing a very nasty rejection on everything, and everything can go for a toss. So right now we are at a very critical stage for alts and specifically for Bitcoin over here. So comp, if you look at the weekly time frame, yes, we are in the box at this point. This box is your support on the weekly time frame, basically. So we really wanted to flip back to run back turbo. Till not flip, I would say that we might be aiming to sweep the lows, probably going under $70. I think it is going to aim for 68.3 to $70 in my view. So you should be having some patience, you simply have to have patience at this point. Do you think meme coins will pump like last bull run? Well, I don't think so. They're going to pump like the last bull run. They already pumped a lot. Yes, they might make new highs, might, just try and understand. I explained this to Rick as well and during our call. So, you know, in 2019 pump, 2021 pump was like this, and many coins did this, okay? And we were here in 2022, 2023 here, retracement, and right now we are slightly here and just accumulating. So what we might do in this bull run is, let's say if this is bull run actually, and this is not still a bear market rally, which I really don't think so it is. So we are literally in the bull run. And so what we can do is, the next rally could be two ways. Either we go to 0.9 to 0.886 and reject like this, or it just makes new highs and sweep the highs, make slightly go above, and then literally come back down to the lows. That's the only two way it's gonna play. I'm not expecting the Dodge, making it like 60 billion, so it's just going to do 600 billion. No, it's not going to happen. Well, let's be very genuine. Let's accept at the face value that it's not going to happen. Simple as that. So practically, this is how I see the meme coins might do. The way. Okay, Pepe was fairly very new coin, and it was in its like very early stages of its bull run and cycle, the way Dodge was. So yes, it pumped. Okay, it pumped, and it was not there in 2021 during the 2020 bull run. So it was the new coin that launched practically after the bull run. So hence, Pepe is not justifiable, actually, not justifiable. So yeah, Dodge, SHIB, Floki, they can do actually, but max sweep of the highs, make new highs and dump, the way Litecoin did actually. And do you see any opportunities with alternate exchanges to do big 50 and in the bull market? I think not every else are going to do 150x. We need to be very much selective about what we are talking. Many else already did, many else already did 20x, 30x already since bottom. Like, look at the Solana. Yeah. Solana was literally under $10 and right now is almost at $200, giving you more than 25x. So they already did. For example, FET did more than 40x since bottoming. RNDR. So many else already did that. Now it's like you can't expect FET to run from here and do another 50x. Not possible at all. So we need to accept that very few. Now if we are talking about the 50x, 100x, let's be very realistic approach. You need to get new gems, new alts. So at the beginning, so new coins, specifically if AI is going to boom, and if AI really want to, go nuts, definitely you need those coins, new coins that can give you probably 50x or 100x, new projects specifically. So I've already talked about one of the AI coin that I am looking for to buy. You guys already know about it, the project. I haven't got any allocation yet for this coins because I tried to, get some allocation for our community, but they mentioned that the round is over and probably now the only way is to mint the coin, or probably we need to buy from the market. So I'm just having a laser eye focused, as and when the coin launches even on DEX, we are simply going to buy that coin. Simple as that. So that can be our next 100x coin in my view. I'm simply going to put my 10k. So I won't say what percentage my 10k is, but it's going to be like make or break, 10k put it, forget about it. That 10k, if it does 50x, can be like $500,000, So that's how I'm gonna play. So if you're having some capital and if you just want to put like maybe $500 in this or $100 in this, that $100 can literally give you a good 5k, and from that 5k your journey towards 100k starts slowly and gradually. That's how. But you need that patience, you need that start. Actually, we need to identify those coins. So we'll discuss more about it, but for now I think very few coins I see that can target the highs. One of the coin is Aave actually. Now, why I think, let's analyze this chart on Aave, and I just want to put my thought on it. So if you're looking this chart on Aave right now, I'm just simply going to hide all the indicators here so that, so let's just going to hide it. Yep. And what I'm going to do with this chart is I'm just going to convert into the log scale, and then I'm going to change the chart to Aave USDT basically, or maybe you can have Aave USD on the coin Binance. Perfect. So just look at the Aave chart at this point. Imagine what we are doing right now is that Aave is like at support. This was like the support for Aave, and we literally accumulated at support for $50. You can see very clearly, and I have seen this pattern. I've clearly seen this pattern. Where I've seen this pattern? Here. Let me show you. I'm just gonna go to the daily time frame for Solana. I hope Bybit has that historical data. Oh no, they don't have it. So let's go to the Solana chart on Binance. Of course, Binance would have it. Yep. So imagine. So you see the data and the price action we are looking for. You got a nasty impulsive move over here, and then the price dumped, accumulated, and then what happened? Zoom up. We form M pattern actually. There was a clear M pattern, you see. M. Not an exact M, but yeah, something like that, M. Now the same sort of a thing I'm aiming for, looking like here, a very interesting M pattern. So practically, this is my M pattern for Aave. Now if that is the case, and if this M pattern is very valid, and we are holding the levels for Aave, I think so would be around here. 91 is your absolute support, a big level of support. So practically from 113 to 110 to maybe $100 is where Aave you should be accumulating. Ideally, anything under $91, and the bullish case for Aave is over. It's going to be over. So if I just compute the wave counts for Aave, so just drawing the fibs from here till the lows, just drawing the fibs from here to the lows. So I am seeing a 1272 fib is around $1,500, and the bull run target is normally would be around 2414, and maybe around somewhere around 1414 Fibonacci levels and 1618. So I'm just going to have the first target. So my primary focus would be around 1272, 1414, and if flipping 1414, yes, we're going to aim for 1618. Basically, this is how I am going to get my first primary cycle for Aave finish. Look at here. This is going to be my trend, and this is going to be my hold on. So this is going to be the trend line that I would be willing to or I would be just probably playing out. So if that is the case, and if you're holding the $91, and Aave can literally accelerate and probably can do something like this, it can easily go to 2,200 in my view, and can accelerate towards $3,850. So if we are looking for the next 50x coin, or maybe 100x coin, anywhere from 113 to 120, you can easily get AVEX for like 12x. And in case if it goes for 1618, yes, that is your coin for 30x. So 30x is very, very going to be good for AVEX in my view, and if you really can get AVEX at 91 specifically, or maybe 94, then it is going to give you 40x coin. So AVEX can be a very interesting coin. And similarly, you look at not only AVEX, because of AVEX pumps, then his friend comp is of course going to pump as well. And similarly, comp is in very early stages. Let me just have a proper chart for comp on Binance. Perfect. Look at here. So comp is still in a very early stages, and what I feel is once this green box on the comp is flipped here, reclaimed it, it's going to run, and I am seeing the run is going to happen till $1,000, a minimum $1,000, and I'm seeing it just probably going towards to the top of 1272 fib, easy and peasy. So their FIs are looking great in my view. We just need a reclaim of this green box, and once that reclaim happens, the $2,470 on comp would be amazing. Once it flips this $83 on weekly time frame, you can probably get 50x from comp in my view. So comp and Aave both are, in my view, are having that opportunity. It can deliver you 40 to 50x basically. So yes, comp is definitely something. Comp and Aave is definitely something you should be watching it. But for comp, Aave is still bullish because it is above the levels of 91. Comp is yet to flip that 82.5 on weekly. Once that level is flipped on 82.5 on weekly, then the party begins. Then probably you simply buy the spots and let it ride till $4,150. So this is what I see, the comp for comp and Aave actually, my friends. What did USD DOM closed? 1 second, where is my Aave chart? Sorry, comp chart. Yep. So I need to just change back to normal. Perfect. So that's what the chart I have for comp as well as Aave. Even if you just simply look at here, it's like a big bear market and a price just break out of like a bigger range accumulation. So it just break out like a bigger range accumulation for just look at here. Look at here. So we are just going to probably hold above the range of $72 and 71, and I do think that comp can be good if you are holding above 71. It is a good play in my view. Can be a dead coin, of course, but looking to the structure, it's definitely not looking to me like a dead coin yet. So let's see how things plays out. Also RSR, I really don't think RSR is that coin that can give you 50x. Why? RSR last bull run topped around $1.5 billion market cap, and that point of time it was not having that circulating supply. A lot of supply was logged actually. A lot of supply was logged. Practically, I personally believe that right now RSR can do max 5x or maybe 6x from here, but I don't expect it to 50x, because doing 50x would put it close to $40 to $50 billion of market cap, as you can see from the CoinGecko. Actually, people are their owners are literally selling and dumping on the market. So yes, it was a good coin till it is pumped. Yeah, it can still do another 5 to 6x as I mentioned, but not 50x. It's not my 50x coin, honestly speaking. And you remember, I literally booked the profits. I sold my bag around here, 50% I sold. It was a good profit. So profits are profits, and now we are here. I personally think that if RSR is going to hold 519, let's say we get one more push down, 519, I'm expecting it to do very interesting, maybe head and shoulder, or maybe just deviation and go for a run up like this. Possibility is there, and it can form a very interesting broadening top pattern, a broadening top. So Any sweep of the lows would be very interesting to buy, and it perfectly fits to my theory of a broadening top. This is a perfect broadening top theory for RSR. So any sweep, anything under 5287, anything under 5287. So maybe, we can just probably do something like this, a retest and then down, along with everything else it dumps. But I would like to see it doing something like this. Now from here, the pump looks great, yes, but it's, you see, it's not more than 100%. So yeah, it will be very difficult. But yes, the pump can happen very quickly and it can accelerate actually. Yes, that is my coin, VU. VU can definitely do, in my view, 50x. That is my coin. So I'm just to give you disclosure, basically, I am a hell lot of VU accumulated around this zone, practically around 13 cents to 14 cents, and I'm holding since. I'm not gonna sell it, even if it probably goes to 0.05, maybe making new lows. I don't care. It's my long-term bag basically. My target for VU is going to be an exchange, even if it just goes to the peak of uni, in the bull run, then VU is going to give you $25 to $28 pump. Meaning, even if you're buying at the current market price of VU, which is sitting around 40, which is sitting somewhere around 44 cents, so practically pumping from here to $25 market cap, which put VU in a very good position, and can give you 50x easy. So yes, that is a possibility for VU. Practically, just imagine 50x for VU, 25 to 28. That was the exact number, I don't remember, but yes, $23 is one can give you the 50x market cap for VU. But that is a possibility of the VU. The exchange is good, volume is good, everything looks great to me. Nothing is shady at this point, unless unless something bad happens, but at this point nothing looks bad to me actually. So let's see. Basically, for those who are not in VU, you really need to wait for two probable levels. 34.9 to 33 cents is where you should be looking to buy the dips for VU, or you should be looking to wait for reclaim of 51 cents. Once it reclaims 51 cents, simply go in there and go for a big pump. Just it can probably give you easy 5 to 6x in this pump actually. USD DOM, 10 minutes to go. Yes, we did close, guys, in like a very interesting move. I think USD DOM is going to most likely dump. This is a very interesting, I would say, diagonal, and we just need to wait for two things over here. Once it reclaims the Monday mid or 67,840, we are going to long Bitcoin with a very tight stop loss, and our target for Bitcoin would be 72,114. So that would be our scalps, that would be our scalps. A lot of talking. Morning when I did live stream, it was very difficult actually. And after I did a live stream, I literally had to sleep for maybe like 10-15 minutes because I felt so hungry. I was so thirsty actually. And as the Ramadan fast is going on, I was like, so one more thing is, I think the way, if you look the market, if you see here, ladies and gentlemen, that BNB actually is very close to making that previous new highs, I would say. Let's be very, very realistic. So very close to making new highs. And if you remember, that theory is perfectly played out that I mentioned few months ago, that hey, BNB is likely going to see an impulsive move as we are ranging. We already swept the lows over here. The lows were swept of the range, so we are likely going to look for a range on the high. So I think BNB is going to go to $750 to maybe $800, something like this. So BNB is definitely bullish in my view. Any dip, in my view, the support is around 5 $120 to $517. So you really don't want to see a weekly closure back under the $520 to $517. So that's what I think BNB. Yeah, a week is fine. Okay, a week is fine. Probably it can just probably week to 480 as well, but a week is fine. You don't want to see a weekly close under that level. You don't want to see that weekly close. So yes, BNB is looking bullish, and I think if BNB is looking bullish because it just did 1-2-1-2 formation. You see, you have 1 2 1 2 and a big wave 3 with a volume 3 4 and 5 new highs. That would be bigger wave 3, come back down, wave 4, another pump up to wave 5 to 780 790. That's the reason I think at this point I think BSC might give us a very, very interesting meme coins, or maybe BNB, BSC coins, or BRC20 coins maybe can run a lot. So I'm just watching on DEX screener at this point what BSC coins or BRC20 coins probably we should be aiming for. They can just probably come alive, and those coins can give you maybe 100x 50x gain. So if you can just afford one BNB, you can convert that one BNB into more than 2,000 to 3,000 BNB. So this is the time and opportunity in my view for BNB BNB ecosystem coins to explode. Actually, yes, everybody is looking for that 100x meme coins, especially for BSC in my view, but basically I think the BSC ecosystem is having a lot of coins. Let me just probably see volume. What coin are having a big volume? So there is a coin, Baby Bonk, and the transaction is pretty much low. Liquidity is still like 3.8 million FTV. Liquidity is very, very less, and Baby Bonk is getting some volume, and there is one coin which is named Mini Pepe on BNB, actually. Mini Pepe. Now honestly speaking, guys, just want to give you a disclosure. These coins are like, make 100, make big or zero. There is no guarantee, so you need to do your own research before you really want to trade those coins. I am simply taking my risk, or maybe looking for some 50x or 100x coin. But yes, I think these can be the good coin. The liquidity is 64k, and there is a Mini Pepe. There is one coin, Catboy. What is the fuck, Catboy? I mean, what kind of coin is Catboy? But the FDV is 7.2 million. Mini Pepe FDV is just 116k. I mean, I don't know whether we need to do some more research on these meme coins. There is one more coin. I'm just seeing the DEX screener basically, and just watching Donald WBNB 158k Tweety. Nice. I'm just looking to the coins where the volume is coming in the past 24 hours. Practically, Mini Pepe is definitely getting some volume. Huge volume is coming in, and the volume is continuously increasing as well. So that is one coin I'm watching. Yeah, another coin is GCC. The volume is pretty much slick, 198% up. The volume literally went nuts, but still, I mean, it's 159k FDV. You have finally, guys, these are all shit coins. They are going to go to zero at any point of time, so they tend to go to zero. Let me just look for coins that have high liquidity. So Baby Dodge is is having an FTV of 482 million. Baby Dogecoin. Okay, so that is one. Then you have LSD. You can't go with LSD. Floki, no. No. Basically, we can look for coin under. Yep, there is one coin, Dripax token. I don't know what that coin is. It's like under 1 million buck. What? 135 million. Yeah, I think Mini Pepe is the coin. Probably it can do something, I'm not sure, but very risky. Probably I'm just going to put my 1 BNB into it. Very much like 1 BNB. Just imagine if a guy like me can put 1 BNB, just risking 1 BNB onto it, then definitely what you should be risking on it. I don't know. So, where the hell is Mini Pepe? I think I lost it. Yeah, Mini Pepe coin. Mini Pepe coin. WBNB. Let me see if let me just check it once. If everything is all right with this coin, there is no honeypot or anything. Pair created 4 days, 7 hours ago. Pool Mini Pepe 114.8, 32k. Go security 4 issues. What are the 4 issues? Let me see. Yeah, I can see buy and sell both. Text modifiable, yes. Buy text, sell text, 5%, has whitelist. Means what? Yes. Ownership renounced, yes. Hidden owner, no. Open source, yes. Mintable, no. Honeypot, no. So honeypot is nothing. Is anti-whale, no. Holder 551. And owner balance is 0%. Practically the whole token has been shifted to owners actually. It can be like I don't know, but I'm just opening my pancake swap and just going to probably buy some coin over here at the current market price and see how it goes. Okay. So practically Mini Pepe coin. I don't know what this, guys. No way. I'm also buying along with you. So I'm gonna go to. I'm probably going to risk 1 BNB, make or break it. The volume is very much low. People are let's see what it can do. Even if it can just do maybe 10x, the 1 BNB can be 10 BNB, and probably then I'll increase this thing. So I'm just going to transfer the BNB to the MetaMask. Transfer. Okay. 1 BNB. Just going to put my 1 BNB. Let's see how much I can convert that 1 BNB into. So I'm just going to create a separate wallet for the MetaMask. Basically I've created a separate wallet so that I can keep a track of it. Basically we go to a pancake swap. Where can I swap this token? Hold on, guys, do your own research. I'm not shilling any coins. I'm just simply, as I mentioned as well, I'm simply playing very risky. It can be this coin have no fundamentals, nothing. It is going to be like make or break it sign kind of a thing. So it's up to you. Perfect. Pancake swap. Okay, you can buy if you really want to put something, maybe $50, $30 or so, or maybe $100. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to put it, do your own research. And yes, this can be zero as well. It can probably go zero, So that's why I'm just putting my 1 BNB in this coin Pepe, mini Pepe. Baby Dodge went to maybe, baby, there was a Dodge and there was a Baby Dodge. So Baby Dodge also did really good. What if this mini Pepe does something similar? Perfect. So first we go to MetaMask. There was a bonk and there was a baby bonk. Even baby bonk did 21 million. So maybe this coin can do something. I don't know. I'm just going to change my network from Ethereum to BSC Smart Chain. Perfect. It's changing. You need to change your network, guys. Ethereum mainnet to BNB Smart Chain. Okay. Yep. So now that we have it, and you would be able to buy the coins actually. And there you will be able to store, transfer BNB. I mean, I'm not saying you should be doing it. It's solely up to you, but I think this meme coin season might probably trigger, I'm not sure. But BSC coins definitely can do good. So let's see. BTC, come on, flip it so that we can long. Just flip the Monday mid and flip the 67,861. Once it flips, we can definitely go long. One thing is it's not a honeypot. That is good thing. So that we know that this coin is not like a scam at this point. Just simply waiting for Bitcoin to, do something over here. I'm just going to add in meanwhile, guys, a lot of people were even asking me that what is next for BTC, whether are we going to sell our Bitcoin spots that we are having it since 39k, or maybe even since that I personally bought at 16,800 and I've been very vocal about it. So what are we going to do with this BTC? Are we going to sell at 72,000? Well, at this point, I personally see that yes, it makes sense for us to sell some BTC around 72 if BTC is literally targeting 60K, because yes, we can get some more cheap BTC and then probably we can just buy at this point of time again. So it makes sense to sell the BTC we bought, at 60, 60, sorry, 38,539,000 dollars. So practically it perfectly makes sense actually for me. And we will rebuy, we will rebuy. Tu- 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 tu. There are, if you guys also have a coin, probably, you know, well, you feel that this is the very interesting BSC coin, or maybe, BRC20 coin, just let me know. I'll definitely check it for you, and probably we can just play along, we all can trade that coin. Where is the deck screener? Pancake swap. Any XRP HTF looks great, and looks good as well in my view. XRP, yes, it's one of the coin that I personally feel that, till is above 48 cents. I think XRP can literally give us that moment of, that moment practically that we were waiting for to push up higher. So we really want XRP to, you know, uh, it's like an accumulation that's happening. So I personally believe that XRP on a hard-term time frame, till it don't flip the 75 cents, we are bearish. But we have a strong support at 57 cents, and honestly speaking, in my view, till XRP is above 55.5, it's still good actually. Once it loses 55.5, then we will be entering into the big bear territory, targeting XRP towards 40 cents and maybe even 34 cents. But till we are above 55 cents, we are good actually. Uh, People want me to check our PYR. Let's also check PYR. A lot of people are talking about it. Double digit PYR. Of course, it's a really good thing. PYR. So it ran to double digit 10.5, and the plan perfectly played out. If you remember, any breakout over here at 5, a retest of 5, and it goes to 11. Now if you look at from the perspective of a weekly time frame for PYR, now if you really want to see that PYR are going to reverse from here, or running back more up towards, maybe 20, maybe one, you know just picking up the highs where it left around $53, we really want PYR to flip weekly. Basically we want it to flip weekly above the levels of $8.5. Now it did not happen. Even if it just can close weekly above $8, would be amazing, but it did not happen. Now even if it just can close weekly above 6.8, would be amazing, but it did happen. It tried to close two consecutive candle above 6.8, and after that the third candle just dumped, like forming a bearish engulfing candle on a weekly. So yes, weekly is bearish because we are having a bearish engulfing candle. So I'm expecting PYR to most likely give a retest of 5.6 and maybe even gonna give you $5 as well. But overall, I see PYR at this point having a bearish engulfing candle. So in case if it goes nuts, if it flips the get acceptance inside a range, basically this range that we're talking about, if it gets acceptance back inside this range with 2 consecutive weekly close, I see PYR running back turbo. But for now, we are having a bearish engulfing candle. So I cannot ignore a weekly bearish engulfing so strong. I cannot ignore it. It's a bearish engulfing, which means that it is bearish. It is literally bearish. So I'm expecting PYR to at least go to a minimum level of $6 minimum. And the worst case scenario, in case if it goes for a liquidity, I'm expecting it to go towards 5.1 to $5.12. That's what I'm expecting for PYR. So that is my take on PYR. 15 million might have a good long scalp. LRC on the 15 million might. 15 million LRC? Oh, 15 minutes, sorry. I don't know. I mean, I invested in Pepe. I just bought Pepe and I feel like it's 15 million. It needs to pump to 15 million. So I only see 15 million right now. So yeah, I think Pepe is likely going to, sorry, not Pepe. LRC is going to retest the 0.34 cents. Yeah, 34 cents is the levels. It's an equilibrium of the range. So my chart looks slightly messy. I will not say slightly, but more messy. So I'm just going to hide certain things over here for like SVP and PVP. Also going to hide the price action algo, but maybe I'm just going to hide the SR algo as well, and signals. So over here we have some confluence with the previous quarter highs along with the previous year mid, and yep, so now I've got it, so I'm just going to hide it. Perfect. If you look at here, it's a very simple range. We have swept the range highs, we took a liquidity, rejected like a swing filler pattern, and now if this weekly closing it happens like an engulfing candle, I'm expecting it to probably do some nasty reversal. But for now, I think we have a nice support at 34 cents, and if you're holding the 34 cents, I would be looking to target upside towards 50 cents or so. So for now, I think we are aiming for downside to 34 cents for LRC. That is the support. Practical support is there. You also have an order block. Basically, this is your breaker bot, not breaker bot, but the breakers. And once this is flipped, and once this holds, yes, I would like to see a very nasty reversal and probably towards 50 cents. Flip the 50 cents. It's going to be a clean breakout, and we are going to target the 91, maybe even much higher. This coin can give us that pump in if it flips 50 cents. I would like to see LRC pumping to minimum target of at least 1.4, which is going to be 178. Yeah, PYR views on Atom, Sand, and Waves. Atom, I've already mentioned 11.5. It don't hold. We go to 9.5 and maybe even 8. Waves, as I mentioned in the morning as well, we need to wait for it. Our invalidation for a trade is 3.335. So we wait for it. If it loses that, we're gonna close it. We're gonna accept our loss for 1 hour. Sand, we are still underwater. I expect if BTC is going to give us that push up towards 72k, because the harmonic looks great, I do expect Sand to pump it up to 69 minimum and maybe even 73 cents, giving us a break even. So we're going to exit Sand at that point of time, so yeah. Mr. Pepe, Mr. Mini Pepe. Ouch. The market cap went to 109k. Somebody dumped. $1.6 trillion Mini Pepe dumped. Damn. This coin was launched on 18th of March. It's today itself. And in just few hours, This is how it is. It's 100. It's just like a 100K market cap. From here, it's like it can do anything practically. It's like a make or break kind of a thing, you know. Very, very embarrassing point for me. If this goes to zero, it goes to zero actually. Let's see. BTC guys, same plan, waiting for it to flip the 67,840. Once it flips, we're going to simply long the market, and our stop loss would be under the lows, whatever the lows we're going to print right now, anywhere from 66,009. I think this might be low as well, and we're going to ride it for 5-hour setup. The first take profit target would be the naked the range highs of 70,700, and the second TP would be around the 72,049 to something like that. Okay, so that's all, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all I have for today. Live and chill, scalp and chill session. Let's wait for BTC to flip. Once it flips, we can literally go long. Whatever you want to long it, everything is going to go along with Bitcoin. So that's how you should be playing. Any rejection, I think this is a very interesting rising wedge, but flipping the 4.25% on 1 hour would mean that you simply get the fuck out of all the longs, you know. That's how you should be interpreting it. So you simply don't wait for it to dump, and that's how you should be interpreting then, you know. Flipping the 4.25%, so far we are rejecting it. So if it flips up here, I think it's just going to go up, then probably doing something like this to 4.45, 4.5%, and then probably we might be looking for some nasty move on the downside, something like that, you know. But that's how it can do actually. So that is the reason I'm saying we need to be very much confirmed about what we are trading at this point. Okay, every trade should be taken with a confirmation. So wait for the confirmation and then enter. So that's all for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice day off, and yeah, flip Monday mid, yes, and Monday mid along with the EMA 200 on the 15 minutes, practically 67,850. That's what flip and class you are literally going to buy. Cat boy, you just name it and start running. Yeah, I mean, I never heard of this coin actually, cat boy. I was just watching it. The market cap is pretty much impressive. It can do like 200 million. Possibilities there, and if it does 200 million, yes, it would be like how much? It would be 25x coin then. So yeah, 25x is a possibility, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, switching off for tonight. Take care, and